What's up, friends? I'm Greg Hudson, host of America's Best Restaurants, and it is time for this week's ABR 5 Faves, and get ready to pop a cold one as we revisit our favorite brewery restaurants from the ABR Roadshow. We are kicking things off at Twisted Spur in Columbia, South Carolina. Owner and brewmaster Chris Baldwin headed to the West Coast after college, where he found his love for craft beer culture and decided he needed to bring some of that home to Columbia, and Twisted Spur was born. The Spur takes great pride in pairing their one-of-a-kind craft beers with next-level food that embodies his hometown, and it starts with quality. They filter their water 5 times, including reverse osmosis filtration and UV sterilization, to ensure that their beer starts with the purest water available. And Chris isn't taking any shortcuts with the food either. From Myers quality beef to Duroc Farms pork chops, and even a fresh, never frozen seafood program flown in from all over North America, helping them achieve their goal of providing the finest craft beer paired with a unique culinary experience.
We kind of started looking around. I was working at a brewery restaurant at the time, and this idea on the West Coast of incorporating restaurants and brewery together with food pairings and beer was something really exciting. And obviously I had some family members here, and we didn't really think that this area had anything like that. The brewery scene had started to develop, but we didn't really have a combination brew pub type restaurant brewery together. So we started doing some thinking, and basically got a business plan down, and Twisted Spur is what we ended up with.
Next, we're headed to the Bluegrass State to Country Boy Brewing in Lexington, Kentucky. They were founded in 2012 by 4 native Kentuckians with a passion for great craft beer. Country Boy prides itself on making minimally processed beers with high-quality, real ingredients. Their passion for great beer shines through their core brands, Cougar Bait American Blonde Ale and Shotgun Wedding Vanilla Brown Ale. And get this, their recent expansion to Georgetown, Kentucky now makes them the largest production brewery in the state of Kentucky.
All right, so obviously you have 24 different beers on tap. Someone could say, give me the big glass, or they could go, I need to sample something. So going with a flight is a safe and easy way.
Right, you say you don't want to commit to something, or you kind of want to try a few different things out, get the flight, 4 different options. This is super premium on the far right there. That's our light lager, 100 calories, great beer, it's what I'm drinking. Next, you got our cranberry cider, award winning. We won a silver medal at the US Cider Open with that.
Good.
New England IPA here, Witness of Citrus, our year-round hazy IPA, about 7%, named after a climbing route of the Red River Gorge. Cranberry cider.
That's good.
Like it?
I like that.
Got a nice little cranberry kick on the end of it there.
Well, from Kentucky, we're now going to cross the Ohio River as we head to Lock 15 Brewing in Akron, Ohio. Lock 15 features a 7-barrel brew house that is completely visible through a glass wall in the main dining room and bar. And while they keep a variety of favorites on tap year-round, your taste buds will never get bored at Lock 15 because you can always find a new seasonal brew, as well as guest taps for some truly unique suds. But make sure you show up hungry. Their open kitchen will not only keep you entertained, but also satisfied with rustic, fresh, local fare, many with a unique twist.
So let's talk about it. Is it you have 7 beers that are on tap all the time, and then you have seasonals? Talk about the beers. How many different types you have?
Yeah, we have 16 taps. So at any given time, we have 16 beers on. We have 7 seasonal beers, and then 7 year-round beers and about 9 seasonal beers. We have 4 fermenters in here, and our brew house is a 7-barrel system. So we can do double batches into here that give us 14 barrels, or we could do single batches into these to give us 7 barrels.
Well, the next time you are in Charlotte, we've got the perfect spot to whet your palate. It's called Jekyll and Hyde Tap House in nearby Belmont, North Carolina. This family-owned tap house, brewery, and grill offers a traditional English pub feel, but with a hint of steampunk decor with reclaimed wood and metal art. Now, you can certainly find some foodie favorites from across the pond like shepherd's pie and fish and chips, but if you're asking, hey, where's the beef? Well, they've got that too. Certified Angus beef center-cut steaks and hand-pattied burgers also grace the menu. And let's discuss the beers, shall we? Well, in addition to their own juice, they offer no less than 50 craft beers on tap, specializing in some of North Carolina's hottest breweries.
This, our next item right next to you, this is Jack the Ripper. This is that burger we spoke about before. You got 2 patties, 2 half-pound hand patties, bacon, our house-made beer cheese.
The size of my head.
Got provolone on that, and of course you have, we're finishing it off with a sauteed jalapenos, banana peppers, and onions. Phenomenal. And then the side that we put with that is our house-made mac and cheese. Okay. This is something, once you're done eating it, you're probably going to have to go take a nap.
My type of meal.
And finally, we're making a stop in the Queen City for some craft beer and impressive food at Hyde Brewery in Cincinnati, Ohio. They're a scratch kitchen and brewery with sustainability at the forefront of their mission, and that's something that is visible throughout the property. Hyde has a geothermal HVAC system, a native plant garden, and solar panels on the rooftop. In addition to all of that, the vehicles that deliver beer locally are all electric. In addition to fan-favorite beers like their Monarch Juicy IPA and Bonsai Session IPA, they have a seasonally rotating menu of fantastic food, including vegan options, and Hyde takes great pride in sourcing ingredients from local Cincinnati farms such as Gorman Heritage and Perch Farms. And if you thought it couldn't get any better, well, hold my beer, because you can also bring the pups. Hyde has a dog-friendly beer garden, so it sounds like me and Mr. Remy have new weekend plans.
Gotta admit, when you say Hyde Brewing Company, you're thinking beer, you think you're gonna maybe get a burger. Not gonna have menu items like this. So from the culinary side of things, what's the different twist? What's the mindset behind coming up with what someone might consider non-traditional, hey, I'm just going in and getting a burger?
Well, you can go a lot of places and get a burger, especially, a lot of breweries are going to pride themselves on burger. We pride ourselves on our burger as well. I like to just kind of be outside the box, try something new.
Well, that's going to do it for this edition of ABR 5 Faves. Stay tuned to this channel for more of our favorites, as well as full episodes of America's Best Restaurants, as we continue to share our passion for independent restaurants all over this country, one bite, or in this case, one sip at a time. I'm Greg Hudson. Cheers, America.